record rains for that day.
And the rest of the Northeast could see more of the same today. That includes one spot we're looking at. That's, well, not so much right here, perhaps, but right there. That's what we were waiting for. Waiting to see Pittsburgh and New York City. Seeing some wet roads right now in the Big Apple and Times Square, and more storms on the way for you in Pittsburgh. Let's get right to it. What do you say, Maria?
Let's do it. Carl Parker is standing by. And once again, Carl, we're in the Northeast tracking storms right now.
Yes, we are. And there is now a severe thunderstorm watch in effect that covers parts of Maryland and southern Pennsylvania, as well as New Jersey and Delaware. This is going until 9 o'clock tonight. And within this watch area, we're concerned about the possibility of 70-mile-per-hour wind, as well as 1.5-inch hail. That's not quite golf ball size hail. So very large hail possible with these storms going through the afternoon. In D.C. right now, we're watching a storm that is coming into northwestern Montgomery County. No warning on that cell right now. We'll keep our eyes on that. There is a warning for northeastern Maryland, northern parts of Delaware. That's Cecil, Chester, and Newcastle counties under warning for 60-mile-per-hour wind. That's now knocking on the door there in Wilmington. And in addition to that, there is now a flash flood warning for Chester, Delaware, and Newcastle counties. That's the Philly metro area, as we've got rainfall rates of 1 to 2 inches per hour coming into this area where there's a lot of concrete, a lot of asphalt, and so we certainly could be looking at some high water in some spots, so do be aware of that. It's also going to be a concern in the New York City metro. We've got this big mass of rain, which is now making its way slowly into the tri-state area, so we're looking at a fairly wet afternoon. It's going to be a tough drive home. And into the upstate of New York, another warning for Oneida County, that going until 3:30, and that's sliding over towards Utica or just north in the next few minutes here. So we've got some pretty strong jet stream winds coming across the Northeast right now. Associated with that, very strong mid-level winds also moving over this warm sector, as we call it. That's a big part of what drives the severe weather threat, having those stronger winds aloft. And the instability is not off the charts, but it's certainly high enough to support severe storms. May not be quite so high on the northern end of that, where we've had a little more cloud cover today. And another thing that we're interested in is that boundary, because along that boundary, we're seeing a lot of turning winds. Looking at what's happening later this afternoon, winds are going to be coming out of the southeast.